understand why they're backing Maresca and backing the board and going, "Oh, Chelsea is still amazing." It's like, what have you lost your marbles? It's like the way you're defending it, and I just don't understand that about Chelsea fans. You guys win league titles, you guys win Champions Leagues, and you're now going to sit there and stand by Enzo Maresca?
You can't win against Carrier Bag. I mean, congratulations to them. They're quite a decent team. They've improved since last season. They defended well together. They attacked well together. They were very physical. But come on, this is Chelsea. This is £2 billion Chelsea.
I don't understand why they're backing Maresca and backing the board and going, "Oh, Chelsea is still amazing." It's like, what have you lost your marble?
The board is a problem. The manager is a problem. The board should not be allowed to make decisions in terms of purchasing. It's not working out. You're not fixing the problems. The manager needs to be replaced. And right now, I've seen enough.
Chelsea stumble again in the Champions League. They just proved that they can't even fight their way out of a Carrier Bag. Mark, no Esteval, no spark. Honestly, what is going on with you boys?
What do you mean no Esteval? Esteval played and he scored.
No Esteval, no spark. What I mean by that is, if you didn't have Esteval right now in that game, I think you'd have lost the game.
But we would have, isn't it? Because he scored the goal.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's your spark, right? He is your spark. If you didn't have Esteval, would you have lost that game against Carrier Bag?
Well, obviously, because he scored the goal. And the result would have probably been 2-1 to them.
Yeah, but someone else could have scored the goal. Do you know what I mean? But that's my point.
Yeah,
you boys.
Yeah, but
you boys,
that's not happening now.
What?
Yeah,
listen,
on.
Mark, we banter each other all the time, right? What on earth is going on at Chelsea? Because like it is bordering ridiculous. I don't understand how.
What do you mean bordering ridiculous, you clown? It is ridiculous.
It is bordering ridiculous. Well,
it's
okay,
not
fine,
bordering.
it is
We are in the ridiculous realm, geezer. It was a rubbish performance. It was unacceptable. We're a £2 billion team playing against a £50 team. No disrespect, but what else can I say? Geezer,
I'll tell you what,
$2
you
billion.
boys look like the £50 team at times. That was shocking. It was shocking.
I don't even know what to say to that. It was, bruv, that is an understatement. I am just so disappointed. And you know what? I did kind of say in it after that game that we beat whoever we beat last week and everyone was jumping for joy or whatever. I can't even remember, geezer. I'm just so deflated right now. It was a missed opportunity to get into the top 8. Now we're going to have to like claw our way back in. I mean, in terms of the game, it was just so open. Like any of the teams, both teams could have won it. And that's not how it should be. The defending was absolutely shocking. Jarell Hatto, like, what are you thinking? It was like
he folded. He folded.
Bro,
he folded.
It was a catastrophe.
Like a deck of cards, mate. You compare him to a Mosquera. They're both the same age. But I genuinely, at the moment, they look worlds apart. Mark, let me throw something at you because genuinely, that was crap. And I'm not even trying to take the piss here. That was crap. I can't actually believe you guys putting that. If it wasn't for Esteval and Garnacho sparing your blushes, I don't know what could have potentially happened in that game. And I tell you what, man. And you're probably going to get annoyed at this, but I remember at the start of the season, you telling me, "Oh yeah, we're such a great business team in the sense of we do great business. We sell on players for a profit. Arsenal, you don't do that. That's how great that you sell on players for a profit, Mark. But you're spending it on bags of shit. You're buying people like Gittins." Who's crap? I mean, genuinely, Jamie Gittins, he is regressing worse than Arnie Slot's hairline. He is shockingly shite. And I don't care about people saying, "Oh, I got to give him time," this, that. I can already see he's crap. He ain't going to make it. And this is what I mean. I don't understand. Like, you boys, you make all these profits. You remind me of Arsenal. You make all these profits, geezer, and then you sell these players on, and then you invest it, and you just invest it in rubbish, mate. Is that fair or not? Am I missing something?
It's cool. No, it's totally right. I just hate agreeing with you, but it's totally right. In terms of the business spend, look, we're making profits. All right, fine. but it's the purchasing of players. You're not. I can't even blame Maresca because I've said multiple times. He said he wants a defender. He said he wants a goalkeeper, and the board have just completely ignored him. Going, you know what? Forget that. We're going to buy you Buonanette or get him from loan. We're going to buy 55 million on Gittins. We're going to spend Garnacho. Like, come on, bro. Like Garnacho, okay, he's been a bright spot, but he's not.
Yeah,
he's a good signing. But well and truly, forget him when you need to fix the defense. And the defense is one of the biggest problems with Chelsea, along with the manager, who I'm going to get in with, and along with the board. These three things, bro. The board need to stop being the decision makers in terms of purchasing teams. I don't know who they're sporting with, whatever. I don't know. But they're making big mistakes because you're making good sales. I will say that. But the purchases that they're bringing in is, what are you doing? You're not fit. You don't understand. Yeah, you can have you don't understand how football teams work. This is clear. You can't just take the same blueprint from the NFL or whatever and apply it to any sport that you want and think, we're going to get success. You need a little bit of experience. You need to fix the main problems before you start getting all these additional players that well and truly, I don't want to say we don't need, but we don't need when we've got problems to fix, which are our immediate problems to fix, Geezer. The defending yesterday was a catastrophe. What is Enzo Maresca doing?
Back line, it was a catastrophe. 100%. Because we can talk about your players, but right now, I mean, watching that, Reece James is not on Timber's level. I'm sorry. He made a couple of... he's making mistakes. He's making mistakes, and he got bailed out yesterday by Mark Cucurella, who I believe is quality left back. He got bailed out, but to your point, listen, yes, your back line needs to be addressed. Reece James, okay, fine. I'm being a bit tongue-in-cheek. We know how good he is.
And well and truly, that Reece James is one game, bro. The majority of the games he's played before, bro, it's one game. I'm not going to knock that. He's human. I get that. But as well, at the same time, you're the captain, isn't it? Right, you've been given the captain's armband, like, do something that construct the players, organize them correctly. You have to lead by example. But it is one game where he was off it. The whole team, bro.
But his communications, his communication in general, Mark, is a weak point. We spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, man. And I don't see it with this Chelsea team. The more I start thinking and start believing, like, you know what, I'm looking at some good players here, then you get performances like this. I mean, I'm not just putting it down to the inexperience of youth on that performance. You've got leaders.
It's partly got to do with it, though.
Of course it does. But you've also, at that point, like you said, Reece James, your captain, at that point, you've got to step in and you've got to make a difference. Yeah. Now, I think Todd Bowley knows what he's doing, but your definition of success and his definition might be two different things. What I mean by that is, as long as he keeps finishing top 4 and as long as he's making profits on players, Clear Lake are winning. So does he have the same ambition as you boys? Because I tell you what, Mark, if you keep investing just for the future with this framework that you've got, that future will never come. And trust me, we know about that.
You can invest in young players. That's fine if you want that to be your model.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah. And that's the problem. You're right on that. You're right. That's all we're doing. If you want to actually go ahead and get past just the top 4 and actually start competing for the Premier League, you do need a sprinkle of experience in there. And this is just common sense in football. You can't just have a bunch of kids and expect them to do it. But there's a bunch of problems. I think that the board should not be allowed to make purchasing decisions, right? I know they're going for young players, but they cannot have that amount of control. And the second thing is, Geezer, you need to get rid of the manager. I've said it before, We've already established clearly, Geezer. He does not know how to unlock a low block.
He doesn't.
He craps his pants. He craps his pants when we go down to 10 men. You're scared to win the game. He doesn't trust his squad, right? You keep chopping and changing the team so much. The team is okay to change, but the defense, there's no stability. Right? I told you in the last game, he just needs to stick with a consecutive amount of games. Fofana and Chalobah, he chopped it and changed it again. The whole team just looks all over the place. Right? He's putting Tyreek George up front. Don't you see, Geezer? That hasn't been working. Why not playing Lee in the lap? He made again. Now we found again he doesn't even know how to do a correct team selection for a game, bro. And you know that, yeah, because he realized he made a mistake. And at halftime, he's like, "This is not working." Okay, hats off to you. Yeah, at least you noticed that. And he brought in 3 players, and that kind of changed the game a little bit. Right? But for any Chelsea fan out there that is still backing Enzo Maresca, you lot are clowns. I'm not even going to take that back, Geezer. Why can't you lot see that? He's not a top-end manager. He has a loser mentality, and you're putting that mentality into the team, into the club. Brendan Rodgers,
this is the rebuttal from Chelsea fans, that he's not a loser manager because he won you 2 cups last season. Now, Mark, you and I are in total agreement on Enzo Maresca, right? And how many times, by the way, are we going to have to take our hats off to him at halftime for making changes? How about you get it right at the start of a game for once, yeah?
Agreed.
Because I'll give managers some credit. I always used to say Mourinho's not scared to make an early change when he needs to. But guess what? He didn't have to do it every game. Why, Mark? Because he'd get it right at the start more often than not. So, okay, credit where credit's due to an extent, Mark, but we got to caveat that by saying, listen, when are you going to start getting it right at the start of the games? Now, you mentioned Chelsea fans, and we've been getting a lot of interactions from Chelsea fans. So I want to play devil's advocate because you and I are in agreement on Maresca. But what are we missing about Maresca that all these Chelsea fans, and Mark, when I tell you, and you've seen it yourself, when you go through the comments, there's tons and tons of comments and criticisms leveled at us when we have a go at Enzo Maresca. And I think we've got to explore the fact that maybe you and I have a blind spot about Maresca. So let's explore it. What could it possibly be that other Chelsea fans are seeing that are pro Enzo Maresca that you and I are not seeing? And I'm an outsider, by the way. I'm not a Chelsea fan. What are we missing that other Chelsea fans are saying they're seeing?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know why they're so blind.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I don't get how they're so blind. This is the state of Chelsea.
Let me know. What's so good about him? Let us know in the comments down below. You're a Chelsea fan. Let us know.
This is the state of Chelsea fans right now, is that you're backing. Chelsea fans used to have a go at Arsenal for backing loser mentality and backing players that ain't going to get you over the line. Oh, top 4 finish. Oh, well done. You get a trophy for that. Whilst you guys were challenging for league titles and winning league titles. Well, guess what? Now you're backing a geezer that can't get you a league title. And I don't understand it. Why is the mentality? It's almost reversed. It's now like, well, he got back the manager. Well, he won the worthless cup in the Europe or whatever, and he won the Club World Cup. Well, guess what, Chelsea fans? You know why you're still talking about winning the Club World Cup? Because you've got nothing else to talk about. Nothing. Rubbish. Gittins, rubbish. Everyone in that team, by Esteval, Cole Palmer. You know what? You're relying on 2 wonder kids in Esteval and Cole Palmer and Moises Caicedo. For everything that you've spent and the manager that you've got, that's what you're relying on, Chelsea fans. Now, don't come and give it to us saying, oh, Enzo's quality, because I can see as an outsider, he ain't going to get you nowhere. And you guys should be able to see it on the pitch. He's rubbish. You're hanging your hat on the fact they won 2 trophies last season. Keep hanging your hat. He ain't going to win squat this year.
That's what it is, Geezer. I think you've hit the nail on the head, because I even said at the beginning, right before the beginning of the season started, I have said he is not the manager, but he overachieved last season. He got into top 4. You won the 2 European Cups, and one of them was a World Cup. Okay, great. But even after that, I had my big concerns. And then as the season has gone on, up until now, it's been so inconsistent. The man management has been terrible. The team selection has been terrible. The ideas, there's no plan B. It's been terrible, right? And we're getting these little glimpses of wins against Liverpool. Who cares? Liverpool lost 4 in a row. They lost 4 in a row, and you're going on like we're frigging it. Oh, we're so great. Bro, come on. Enzo Maresca. And I'm sick and tired, Geezer, of seeing these thumbnails and YouTubers. Oh, Enzo Maresca ball. This is why Enzo Maresca is going to take Chelsea to another level. This is why Enzo Maresca is going to win the league. Like, it's a joke seeing that crap, innit? Clearly clickbait. Now, we do a little bit of clickbait as well, of course, but we back it up. It's a problem, Geezer. The board is a problem. The manager is a problem. The board should not be allowed to make decisions in terms of purchasing. It's not working out. You're not fixing the problems. The manager needs to be replaced. And right now, I've seen enough. I saw enough a couple of weeks ago, and I already told you then, Geezer, this is not happening. We're not going to make... Bro, you can't lose to... You can't win against Carrier Bag. I mean, congratulations to them. They're quite a decent team. They've improved since last season. They defended well together. They attacked well together. They were very physical. But come on, this is Chelsea. This is £2 billion Chelsea.
You know what
it's
it is,
embarrassing, Geezer.
You and I are addressing the elephant in the room that other Chelsea fans don't want to address. They don't want to peek behind the curtain because they're scared of what they're going to see. And that is... they are going to see a mirror saying, yes, Chelsea fans, you've accepted mediocrity. Because that's what you got right now. You got mediocrity on the pitch, and you've got a mediocre at best football manager. That is a fact. And at least you and I can peek behind the curtain. I mean, it's easy for me, I'm a gooner. But you're a Chelsea fan, and you're happy to peek behind the curtain and address the elephant in the room. Chelsea fans, we want to hear from you. Hit us up in the comments.
No, seriously, Geezer. No, seriously. If you're a Chelsea fan, let us know in the comments. Paddy, I love your ass. Let me know. Do you want Enzo Maresca? Do you still want this guy to manage the team? Chelsea fans, what do you love about Enzo Maresca? Let us know. It's a joke. It's just a joke,
I'll tell you what,
bro. It's just a joke. I don't want to come here next time we jump on the pod in it, and even if we smash whoever we play, I don't freaking care, Geezer.
And Mark, you and I know quite a few Chelsea fans. We've got a few mates that are Chelsea fans. I live in and around the area, so I've got some mates around here as well that are Chelsea fans. And I will say this. I've seen the shift over the years, and now I'm seeing the same Chelsea fans that were talking about Arsenal in a derogatory way, and whilst they were winning league titles and Champions Leagues, as in Chelsea were, they're now, for some reason, getting defensive and backing Maresca. Instead of saying what I think you're saying is correct, they should be saying what you're saying. I don't understand why they're backing Maresca and backing the board and going, "Oh, Chelsea is still amazing." It's like, what have you lost your marbles? It's like the woke idiots that are talking about. No, it's normal to have pronouns like they, them, thee, that, whatever the they call themselves these days. When the was that normal? It was never normal, but you're defending it. And I just don't understand that about Chelsea fans. You guys win league titles. You guys win Champions Leagues. And you're now going to sit there and stand by Enzo Maresca? I think Chelsea fans, you've gone woke. You've gone woke. I don't know what to say to you. Hit me up in the comments because I want to respond to all of them. I want to hear what you got to say. Mark, I'll let you bring it home, my guy. Say your thing, but it's ridiculous.
Guys, it's ridiculous. I don't know what else to say. I'm deflated. Guys, next video here. We'll see you lot in there. Hopefully I'm in a better one. Nice.